by criminal code, they have a right to the freedom of information that this information in their embassy can help to resolve the matter, and they have to comply legally.
They are not in all public offices. Your FOI law works. Your freedom of information works in public offices. Canadian Embassy is not Nigerian public office. Please, it's a private enterprise. You need they need to give you their own conditions. Why? I mean, which they their own procedures. Please, do we get that? Are we okay at this point?
Now, I believe the public lawyer should try legally. Being in court, being a legal case, I think there's a way. What I'd like to engage you on is the prime boy factor. Would you like to role play me playing prime boy and you being the judge? Ask me questions.
All right.
I want us to go deep into the prime boy factor. Let's role play. I want you to show me question me on all your doubts and concerns about prime boy, and I'll try to answer you. And maybe one person from the floor can join me because I don't know too much about all of prime boy's answers, but maybe one other person can support me to be prime boy. Let's respond to you. I want you to prosecute me now based on everything that you know, and I'm prime boy.
Okay. It was said that it was the action between Mohbad and prime boy that caused Mohbad that injury. I am not just going to be the judge. I'm going to be the prosecutor. You are going to be the defendant lawyer to prime boy. So I am putting it straight to you, prime boy. It was due to your reckless behavior or your reckless approach. Okay, it was due to the commotion that happened between you and Mohbad that caused him an injury that eventually took his life. Are you aware of this or not? Go on.
Well, Your Honor, have you seen any video or any picture of the fight between me and Mohbad or the injury at that night? Because I have said it 100 times. There was no injury when I left Mohbad, and there was no window broken when I left Mohbad. So if you don't believe me, then you show me any of the police officers. We came in Prado, we came in group. As a celebrity, we have escorts, military guys. They all have videos and pictures. Have you seen any evidence, sir?
Okay. You know, situations happen where incident will occur and there will be no mark of recording. There will be no record, okay, of incident which had taken place. But secondly, just because there is no record does not mean there are no other admissible evidence in front of the court. Now, some admissible evidence could be testimonial evidence or maybe physical evidence. If there is any damages that we can show that as a result of that commotion, this is what came out from it. Now there is a picture, okay, of the damaged vehicle. And we have witnesses confirming that there was a commotion between you and Mohbad. Witnesses like Wunmi, witnesses like Dejebami, witnesses like Spending, confirming that, including the driver of the Prado Jeep, confirming that it was the action of Mohbad with you in that car or outside of that car that caused the injury that was on Mohbad. So how come you will be standing in front of the court here and saying you know about no injury that happened to Mohbad? Even when all these persons who are here confirmed that there was an injury and there was blood, there was bleeding on his hand. Now give us your own evidence. Give us your own evidence.
Let me answer.
But there was no.
Let me answer you.
No, I mean, I want evidence. Your own evidence that there is no such thing. Go on.
I've already told you I did not punch or cut Mohbad. I've already told you his escorts were there, and because of his escorts, I downplayed his anger towards me, turned it into a joke until he asked me to leave. You should provide evidence if you believe that I did anything to Mohbad. Bring me the military guys, the escorts that were there. Don't bring me people that are suspects that went home with him, that were with him in his last hours. Bring me people that were there that fought when the so-called fighting was taking place. If you can provide any soldier, any military, or any of the fans and groupies that were around, even Kubana that was there, the organizer of the show, you have not given me his testimony that he knows anything that Mohbad left there injured. The organizers of the show, you don't have it from there, and you're telling me that you want to rely on the testimony and evidence of people that are suspects. So, sir, again, you don't have evidence to prove that I did anything to Mohbad. Until you can show me the testimony of unbiased parties, that you have to take that away from the equation. You don't have evidence against me. You have the testimony of so-called suspects, people that may have sat down, conjured up their own alibi to try to incriminate me. Next question, sir.
Under the Evidence Act, I want my colleague, that is a lawyer to Prime Boy, a defendant, to understand that there are various things that are considered as evidence before the court. Courts do not only rely on video evidence. Court also rely on eyewitnesses, which is called testimonial evidence. In the absence of a video evidence, audio evidence, as long as there are credible evidence from the witness who was in the crime scene, my lord, the court will admit such as an evidence. Now, there have been, again, as under the Evidence Act, we have the same information, the same thing is being said by 1, 2, 3 people, by 2 or more people, that there was a commotion, and in this commotion, there was a profuse bleeding. There was a bleeding that came out of the hand of Mohbad, and which eventually deteriorated, which cost him his life. If we hadn't had that commotion with you, there would be no such invitation, of the nurse. So this evidence is enough for you, my lord, to prosecute this case. This guy will not come here and tell you the truth. No criminal will come before no suspect will come before the court and tell the court that I did it. We can rely on evidence as provided by the Evidence Act. The Evidence Act says admissible evidences must be taken into account before any competent jurisdiction.
Let me tell you something, sir. You said your Evidence Act, and you mentioned credible evidence. Could you tell me which evidence you want to rely on? Because from the same credible witnesses, you were told that Mohbad punched the glass. Mohbad punched the glass. I caught Mohbad. Which one do you want to rely on, sir? Because now you have 2 so-called evidences at the scene of the fracas. Which one would you like to pick, sir?
Okay. Oh boy, things become interesting here. Wait, let me bring some persons so that you can be able to. Oh my God, why can't I bring persons up? I only have 6 persons in the bus, and it's telling me that it's enough, that is maximum. Why is it like this? Let me see how I can give this result.
Some people are on the ground.
Nobody's there. We have only 6 persons there. Thing. Prime Boy and Wunmi know something. If Prime Boy doesn't know anything, the way he's acting is not good enough for a friend. It's suspicious.
Oh, wait. But the way Bossa is acting and Adura acting is good enough.
You know that all of those ones, see, let me tell you something, right? For me, 100%, Iya Mohbad knows what happened to Mohbad. 100% Wunmi knows. Adura 100%, that's all of 100%. But where I have problem is 50-50 with Prime Boy.
see, this
Prime
thing
Boy is the
sometimes.
most innocent out of all of them.
Okay, that's right. I'm going to agree with that.
Exactly, but I will not just rule out Prime Boy that waiting at the cliff.
Let me say this, okay? Now, you just made a point now that Gbessss knows what happened. She's not
All
talking.
of them, 100%.
Okay, Adura knows is not talking.
All of them.
Okay, Wunmi is not talking. So everybody close to Mohbad at that time when he died, they know what happened, but they're not talking. So how do you expect Prime Boy was not there to know if they didn't tell
That
everything?
is why I'm saying that we don't know where Mohbad died. We don't know where his injury started. We don't know how he got it. That's why I don't trust Cubana chief priest. I don't trust Prime Boy. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. So you said you read about the evidence at this night, okay? Now the first-hand witness was there. Wunmi, he said Mohbad got home, and it was fine when he got home.
No, you see, this is what I'm telling you right now, okay? If you are going to follow the witness of Wunmi, when she said Mohbad got home, then you also have to follow her witness statement that said that it was Mohbad that caused, it was Prime Boy that caused that injury. You have to take the two. Don't take one and leave one. You understand?
Wait. See, she said it that it was Prime Boy, but she said she didn't see a fight.
Okay, again, she said Mohbad told her that she came when the fight has happened, but she could see the sign. And Spending saw the sign too. Spending saw the broken glass, according to Spending. Now,
at the Corona inquest, the magistrate said something that all of these guys are saying the same thing. Okay, all the guys said Mohbad go home. You have to go with that.
no,
Go home.
they are saying the same thing that he fought, that the injury that was caused by Prime Boy.
There was a difference there because Adura said I didn't see a fight, but Cynthia told me. Cynthia said I didn't see a fight.
Okay, but the injury, how did he got the injury through Prime Boy?
Wait, the question is who saw a fight? The question you be asking who saw a fight?
You don't necessarily need to see a fight, but what you need to see is either you see the activity or either you hear directly from either one of the participants. Who did you fight? As long as Mohbad tell them that, okay, Prime Boy is saying that Mohbad told him that there was a camera in that house, you take him serious. Then Adura and Wunmi are saying that Mohbad told them that Prime Boy fought him.
No, wait, you're still mixing it up. Adura said Cynthia told me, but Cynthia said she didn't see a fight. That's what I'm saying.
He said Cynthia told me, both Mohbad also told me.
So the only way they can do that is actually call the subpoena the military guys there.
If they can call Mohbad spirit, that can also help.
How can you say somebody fight with somebody and you didn't see the fight?
You can invoke Mohbad spirit.
What am I hearing? Paparano, what am I hearing? Make you believe in calling spirit. You believe in tradition now. Papi, what are they here? Explain.
Paparano is just being sarcastic.
Yeah, honestly, we need to just
I think you're joking, man.
all these conspiracy theories, okay, and just face the fact. Honestly, they're not going anywhere. It doesn't hold water. It doesn't hold water.
You know, for me, right, there are a lot of things that will excuse Prime Boy if he put up a good debate. For example, I think African television, was at that point. I think that was where you can pin anybody down there, okay? And that was a question that he asked. You see, he asked me a question. He said, okay, now let's focus on the fight, right? The injury that was on Mohbad, how possible would the glass of that car, the glass of that car had to have caused injury on Mohbad? Then who wants to explain that? Because, the fist, if someone is punching you, the fist is supposed to be affected. So your forearm.
Paparano, this kind of car, like it's a Lexus, according to what I heard. Mm-hmm. These cars, they have reinforced, maybe is it double glaze?
That's why I'm saying that something that might have happened that involve Prime Boy that is not necessary, but they don't want to say it. Because if they say it, then now we'll not be asking that why didn't you guys take Mohbad to the hospital?
I don't know what the Prime Boy do you.
They are saying something soft. I'm telling you, they are saying something that is very soft that cannot over affect him. I'm telling you, he might have done something bad too. What are you saying? What are you saying here?
I don't agree with you, Papa.
I really don't agree with Paparano because you just keep, every time you just want to hammer on Prime Boy. You think he's done something that people are not saying.
It's not helping his friend. His friend is the one that died there. Me, I don't know Mohbad. I never enjoyed from Mohbad.
Let me help you, Paparano.
Yes.
Everybody, give me 30 seconds. Everybody, give me 30 seconds. Let me help Paparano.
Please do.
I put it to you that until you can prove, wait, Paparano, until you can prove that night or thereafter that night that Prime Boy was found seen at the location of Mohbad's house, rest your mind, remove Prime Boy. If you cannot place him at the scene of that house, whether he snuck there at night or he was the one who went to collect his documents and not his manager, if you cannot put him in that house, like they say in America, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit Prime Boy. Everything you're saying is you don't trust him, you don't believe him. Fine, that's your opinion. But as far as prosecution is concerned, you don't place him in that house. You're just chasing your tail.
And you don't know, excuse me, sir. Paparino said something a while ago. He said, why is Prime Boy going around with his passport?
I must applaud you for attempting to really defend Prime Boy. But, I mean, sorry that you are not putting into consideration things that are so visible here, which this court is so much interested in, and which my Lord here will not want to overwaste his time. I mean, just like our time. Okay, my Lord is very busy and has a lot of credibility. Okay, and we not coordinate this court, okay, this way by sight, by the things you are saying, take Prime Boy to the crime scene. What we are saying here, my Lord, and to my fellow colleague, we are saying here, seriously, we are trying to establish the injury that was caused on Mohbad. And in establishing this injury, we have to place all our focus on the scene which Prime Boy was. And the last remarkable scene which Prime Boy was the scene at the show. And now at this show, we have so many reports. We have report accusing Prime Boy of stabbing Mohbad with a knife, which we have a witness here. We have another report. We have witness.
I want to send you to jail.
Let me put it to you.
Wait, now this is submission now. I'm giving submission. Okay? Or maybe BB should be the judge here. I mean, so you can moderate. I don't understand. So now, we have somebody who have accused Prime Boy that the knife you used to stab Mohbad, and that's the policeman who said the knife you used to stab Mohbad is with us here. So that man will bring a knife. Okay? Those who are saying that it was glass, we'll bring them too. We'll bring them in front of the court. And then when we get to the court, then now that's what I'm saying. Who truly used that knife? Then when we get to court, we will know. What is you guys are saying?
Pathologists did not say there was a stab wound.
Who used that knife? How are you going to feel?
The pathologist never said there was a stab wound on him. So
no,
where is this
thing now was an injury. That's see. I questioned that pathological report that day. If you see, when that result come out, I said that I expect our legal team when they go back on June 26th to question that the injury found on Mohbad's hand. What instrument caused that injury? They claim that there was an injury superficial, that is on the surface, not very deep.
Yes.
Now, they have not established whether it was glass injury or knife injury or iron injury. They have not established that. If they establish that, then we can now know where to put our focus. But so far right now, we are working with sight. There's injury on Mohbad's hand. Me and you agree on that. How did he got that injury? Then we are trying to look at a prima facie. The prima facie is evidence at first sight. And evidence at first sight, Prime Boy said himself that Mohbad had collision with him. And he never touched it back.
Let me stop you there.
Oh my God.
When you talk about prima facie, okay, evidence that was at first hand that actually is a serious one. It's not that you just see something. Now what they said was that scratch on his hand was superficial, okay, and it cannot cause death by any standard.
No one said it was death.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Seeing that scratch for the first time does not meet the threshold of a prima facie.
That's where the whole problem started. Now, without that scratch, how would they have called the nurse? Now, go on.
What nurse? Have you ever heard from the nurse?
The nurse will be called with subpoena. The nurse will come.
Okay, so until then.
Okay, let's adjourn the court. Court adjourned again, 2027.
Whatever, forever. I don't care. But listen, let's leave it like that.
So you go adjourn for 100 years. You don't go close this matter.
Adjourn. Now get white baby. You go to fight for that justice, now that year, that time.
Don't worry. Now my great grandchildren will come solve this case.
The case is actually, to be honest, the case is straightforward. Only if the police want to do their job.
You see, I'm telling you, don't overthink.
Prime Boy overthinking.
And they're not the sender of Prime Boy. For the police to have mind and say the knife you used to stab Mohbad is still with us.
Now you they overthink. I'm waiting Prime Boy petition that police.
Okay, now where is the head? Where is the head of that petition? Where is the head? Now just mouth petition for mouth. Petition for mouth. Is how many months?
He did it.
Oh God, beg. If that's not beg. Petition. You know how many petitions about Mohbad don't write? You know how many petitions we don't write? I can't count it. No, you fake.
Petition that police. He did it.
Oh God, very last petition for mouth. Make it sworn to court. Take him to court straight for damages. If you cannot go for damages, it must not be criminal case for damages. So money most how much you make for the police body. It's civil case now.
Yeah, he can go both civil and criminal. He can go.
So what is he waiting for?
Libel. He can go for libel.
What is he waiting for?
Ask his lawyer. He's got a lawyer now. His lawyer will
you are speaking for him now. You talk to his lawyer now. His lawyer is smart now.
I just want to see. Listen, I'm not saying anybody, but Prime Boy, with all your conspiracy theories, sorry, it's not gonna hold water. I'm sorry.
Dreaming. You are dreaming. You are dreaming. Guys, I want to restart this live stream so that I can have access to my 6 box. Okay, let me restart this live stream so that I can bring 9 persons up.
Is it wrong? This is just a question, though. Commenters, please, too. You two. Is it wrong when two lovers at far away and they are doing camera down? Is it wrong?
It is wrong.
In the car. Prime Boy did not even control the journey. He stopped there. Okay, let them. There's people around there. There are soldiers, there's security. Why are they summoning them? Why they didn't summon them to come and give their own testimony?
Let's have 9 requests. Let's send requests. Let's be 9.
Amen. This thing you're doing is not good. Stop this thing you're doing. It's not good.
Maybe I would have to go back and sleep so that you guys can go.
Yeah, you want to send people to go and they start looking for Prime Boy again to go and keep?
Nobody's telling people to go and look for Prime Boy. Have you looked?
No, this statement now is like you know something. You know something we don't know. Tell us more. You didn't come up with any good, reasonable point. If there's something we don't know, you should tell us. Because if you are making all of us fools who don't know how to investigate, you are not there. I was not there. It was investigation, statement, testimonies. That is where we are judging from. All these testimonies that go there, there's no link that says the Prime Boy fought Mohbad. Touch him. He made it clear that if there's any evidence, let that evidence come forward.
Police said Mohbad.
I can see here mentioning Prime Boy. It's not good. If Prime Boy is your brother, you'll be coming out like this and start accusing him.
If Wunmi is your brother, he will be coming out and be accusing.
Yes, because he's number 1 suspect.
If Prime Boy is your brother, will be coming out and accusing him.
Even Kalimo, her sister have realized that.
That's good.
So why are you doing this? It's not good. All the investigation goes through. Tell them to come and say that Prime Boy did 1 or 2.
So much,
now we can't take from there.
So much.
King. I think one point we need to actually consider again is: do you know the number of weeks between when Mohbad died and before we may actually mention Prime Boy? Do you know how many weeks?
Chessman, let me answer you. You're asking him. You want to hear emotional answers or reasonable answers?
I know what your answer would be, that they are covering Prime Boy. That's what you're going to say.
No, now you should ask someone who's thinking reasonably. Okay, the fact that I'll begin to judge you by the way you think. Okay, if you are scared of, intelligent conversation, you see, he's being emotional. If you want to speak with him, speak to him, no, fine. No problem. You get whatever.
I'm asking you, answer.
So what happened is that the day of Mohbad burial, okay, Darosha was the first person to accuse Prime Boy. The day they were burying Mohbad, in fact, Prime Boy was in the burial. He couldn't come out. He was in his car. He was scared. He said if he come out, they will beat him. That because there was a rumor going out that it was him that fought Mohbad. The day Mohbad was buried. And then now Wunmi communicated with Gist Lover. That's about 24 hours later. And also talk about the ring. That his ring his friend used ring. Initially they were saying it was ring that Prime Boy used to punch Mohbad. Later we hear it was the police was the first person to talk about the glass. That's in their preliminary report. What we're hearing before from them was ring. Then later Hayat said he heard that there was a knife stabbing in the show, a poisonous knife. Then later we hear police saying the knife that Prime Boy used to stab Mohbad is still with them. You see what I'm saying? Why everything around him?
Okay, can I ask you a question? What did you say in Ghana inquest regarding the who killed Mohbad?
According to Wunmi claimed that she was in the car, which Prime Boy and Mohbad was. So Mohbad and Prime Boy were having argument, and Prime Boy called Mohbad promise, which made Mohbad angry. And Mohbad came down from the car to go and fight with Prime Boy. Then she carried the baby. She ran to go and call the friends of Mohbad to come and separate their fight. So when she came back, she found out that they had already been separated. And so, yes, that was Wunmi. I can only claim.
Listen, did Wunmi say that he saw Prime Boy fighting with Mohbad? That is what I want to hear.
No. According to Wunmi,
say so.
Yeah, according to Wunmi, Wunmi is a liar. First, whatever Wunmi says here, we have to think about it carefully, okay? According to Wunmi said that she didn't even see them fighting. That it was Mohbad who told Wunmi said
people that are not talking, please mute now. It's echoing, please.
That it was Mohbad who. It's echo from your side now. You should control it. The echo is always coming from you, please, not from them. It's from you.
Stop it, Opalano. I said something is. Let them just move first.
The echo is coming
Can
from
you
your side.
answer this question? Can you answer this question?
Yeah, Bagan is okay. Yeah. So Wunmi, you know, first of all, I don't believe Wunmi. I don't know what you are thinking, what you're saying. Wunmi can't help us get just from about because she's part of whatever that happens. But what we are looking is this: we are looking at different other areas. How
No, you know the reason why I asked you that question.
No,
You believed Wunmi by saying that he used ring to hit Mohbad.
I'm saying the rumor
First page.
has been out since.
Now, I ask you a question. What
I don't believe
was a testimony in the other inquest? Now we are deviating from the point.
I got. I don't know what you want to achieve. Maybe you want to tell me I'm anti-justice. Maybe that will make you happy.
No.
Are you happy?
It's according to a statement. You're according to the ring. The other one says stab it.
I'm doing
So
brain work.
now, that's why I ask you, Wunmi statement in the coroner inquest. There's no way related that Wunmi saw them fighting. So why should you admit or believe in all this statement? Even the police people also came out and lied to us.
How do you know
And
that they
still
are?
believe. Why can't you just follow it as a human being? How this thing work? How
If you follow it as a human
the testimony goes?
If
Like
you follow
accusing somebody.
you will listen to the things that I'm saying. I'm always following as a human. I'm fair to all of them. There is no echo. There's no echo. Wait, let me see. There's no echo. There's no echo. So
Can I interrupt both of you? Please?
yeah, go on. Let me mute you. Mimic. There's echo. Mute Mimic. Spider right. Mute us.
All right, I hope I'm not.
Listen, I haven't finished. Because Papalano, I want to ask him those questions. That's why I'm here. Papalano, Adula, do you remember his statement in coroner inquest?
Which of the statements?
His testimony, when they asked him, who do you think that killed your brother? He said it's fine boy. How do you know? He said that it's a Wunmi.
No, that's wrong. He said, I have corrected that TikTokers are the one who lie, who put fuel in that thing. Adura never said so. What Adura said is that they asked him, okay, if this court come to your house now and see your brother lying on the floor and ask who killed your brother, Adura saying his number one suspect is Mohbad, is Prime Boy. And the court shall... Wait now, listen now, let's land. You guys don't think there's so much emotion. See, very soon, all this will make me leave all this thing for you guys to be doing the way you guys want to do it. Let's be right on how we coach people.
Calm down. You calm down. You people are talking time. Calm down. You are the host. Calm down.
Adura said, forget doesn't mean I'm a host, I'm a human being. Please, let's calm down. I will calm down, you will calm down. Let's hear each other. Adura said that his number one suspect, use the word suspect in the citizen. There's what we call citizen here that I've read, that everybody have listened to. Okay? In the citizen, he mentioned suspect. That his number one suspect is Prime Boy. And they say, why will he say so? He said because it is Prime Boy that caused injury on his brother. And they asked him, how do you know? Were you there when they fight? He said, no, CY told me. He only said CY told him about the fight. He didn't say CY told him that Prime Boy killed him. But
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are getting there. Now they ask Wunmi. Wunmi said she did not witness the fight. Prime Boy, Adura said it's Wunmi that told him. But Wunmi herself said she did not witness a fight. Well, can't you see his common handwriting on the wall? Why are we dragging? Why are we putting one person? This
is a case that happened that me and you cannot tell what happened.
The people that were there cannot give account of what happened to Mohbad. It was somebody who was not even there, who did not went home with them.
You know what I see?
Everybody is dragging up and down.
The fact that what happened to Mohbad, all of them were leaving their premises. Prime Boy left, he didn't go home. Darosha left. Spending left. Lifestyle left. You should know something bad happened to Mohbad. I cannot be smart.
Spending was among them. You can talk about spending, but our investigation stopped where Prime Boy stopped.
Okay,
when they continued the journey, when they continued the journey to the residence.
standing in this particular thing. Nobody can play this.
Let me just say this. First of all, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even the anti-justice side. That is why we cannot crucify them for their opinion. At the end of the day, hopefully, by the grace of God, the truth will come out, and the person that committed this crime will come out. But we will be punished. But for now, we cannot stop Papariano from his opinion. That is just a simple fact.
No. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. No. Esther, you are wrong. Esther, you are wrong. You know why you are wrong. The people in the house cannot give us account of what happened.
Mention the character. Give your own opinion. Forget about how I talk.
Understand? The people in the house cannot tell us what happened to Mohbad. Now, as a human being and your calculation, this guy stopped on the way. He did not go home. Why can't they say, okay, this guy came back again to come and kill him? And you see, as a human being, you think that I will accept somebody's opinion, which is not good.
There's one thing you're not understanding here. There's one thing you fail to understand, which I want to understand. In the court, this is what they look at. They will say, what the court believe that if me and you fight today, okay, and you cause injury on me, and then later on, like next week, 2 weeks later, I went to my house or to my village, okay, and now they called us to come and treat me in my village 2 weeks later, and then I die from that injury when the nurse was treating me. They will hold you, King Jacques. They will hold you.
Wait. But what are you talking about? There was no fight.
That's what the law says.
There's no fight. Why did this one come in now? There was no fight between him and Prime Boy. There's no fight. Let someone come out and say that he saw Prime Boy retaliate. That is what we are listening to.
For the injury, not for the killing about.
That is what I'm trying to say. Retaliate. We're talking about fighting back. Nobody can come up and say so. So thereby, he did not fight this guy. Because out of all these people there, one person could have come and stand as a witness and say, yes, he was there. He saw him, exchanging blow.
Joek, maybe we should try and invite the driver of that Prado. Maybe he has very good information about it.
That is what I'm trying to tell him. Why don't even Prime Boy said that they should even call those soldiers, those security, they should come and testify if he ever touch him. He's even giving them rooms to do that. And we are here giving up. Listen, the evidence we hear and we see, that is where we are counting on. Not by what you feel. Because how can about 10 people there cannot give a tangible, cannot say one thing that happened to this guy?
Is I want to talk to, please.
Yeah, go on. I hear you.
Yeah, I wanted to see this case in another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
One, you see, don't you think Prime Boy, he only followed Mohbad to the show, and he never returned back home with Mohbad?
Yes.
He himself is the witness of himself. Whatever that he says, he himself is the witness of himself. But the people that was in that house before Mohbad died, 1, 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses is more than 1 witnesses, right?
Sure.
So, at this point, Prime Boy was the only thing Prime Boy was doing is just to defend himself. And the people in the house that are supposed to give us the real information about what happened, they are playing us some kind of game. But I want you to see this thing in this area now. Do you remember what Baba Mohbad said Wunmi told him when he found his son lying under the stairs? Do you remember?
Yes.
What is it?
Take him, go and invoke the spirit.
Fine. I will not give it to you this way now. Do you think there is something surrounding that statement which you need to think deeply? Because for somebody in Yoruba land to make mention of such things, that means the person's conscience is clear that it doesn't involve. But let's look at it this way. What about if the person that only harm, maybe Wunmi call the person that only harms and tell the person, okay, SH0ЦΚ, this secret is about to leak. What should we do? And the person that only harms say, okay, don't worry. I'm going to send somebody down to the house to kill Mohbad. if you look at this, all the things surrounding this, the people in the house have not came out and tell us the real thing that is going on. It seems they are under oath. And that might be the threat, like, okay, if any one of you in this house say anything, you are gone. If it is not even Wunmi that carry out the operation, if it is father of the Liam that sends somebody down to the house to murder Mohbad because they know the secret is about to leak, do you ever think and look this issue in that area?
Yes.
Because for Wunmi to make mention of that statement in the first place, that they should go on. You don't think Wunmi was trying to put herself in a place whereby she doesn't know anything surrounding the death at that point? That if Tobaro, which we all know the implication, Tobaro in Yoruba.
After 7 days, the spirit will fight.
Yeah. So don't you think Wunmi was only trying to say the truth at that point? Because that was when those things happened. And ever since then, nobody has ever given us any clue about what caused the death of Mohbad. Pramboy was only trying to defend himself because he's only one witness for himself. Because he only followed them to the show. And he never returned with them. The information is giving us now. The information Pramboy is giving us now is based on how they left home to the show. Not when they left the show to the house. And the reason why Pramboy is raising his voice now is just like he knows they will let her rope him. Because 3 witnesses is better, is more than 1. So don't look at it that way. Maybe Pramboy is maybe he is a prime suspect as well. He's not a suspect. The real people that are supposed to give us the information, they are not giving us any information. But Pramboy was only trying to defend himself. Because there's only one witness for himself.
If you see what you are saying, it means you have evidence that everything that happened in the show, okay, that in fact you can confirm that Mohbad did not have any injury in the show, no blood in his hand. He went home safely the same way he came. Okay, if you can prove that, then now we can all focus at home. What you are saying right now is one of it. What you are saying, it may be. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
I know.
Let me address the law you quoted the other time. The other time you quoted the law that says that if you fight with somebody, okay, I think it's 1 year less 1 day. And
1 year and a day.
And if that person dies, okay, they will come for you. That's correct.
We're suspect until autopsy proves otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That don't forget that this is a case where you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt, not on the balance of probabilities. So it means you have to establish that fight first, the cause of death, before anything can happen.
No, this is the issue that we are having all the time. You are not understanding evidences that are used in the court. As things stands now, listen to me, please. Let's say that we have witnesses in that house that can confess that Wunmi poisoned Mohbad. They will be well cross-examined. Okay? Now, whether or not the autopsy finds that poison in Mohbad's body, they may not be able to find it in Mohbad's body because it has dissolved. They can't find it anymore in his bloodstream. In fact, they were saying that Mohbad's body was not conducive for toxicology, that the blood has dried, which I don't still believe. Okay? So now, if they have credible witness that such is done, they can prosecute Wunmi.
Okay, exactly. Wait.
Listen.